Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Jillian.
Tonight we're going to take a look at a game with cats in boxes. So let's open the box. We're going to be taking a look at SchWag, or Schrodinger's Wager. In this game, your lab assistant recreating the classic experiment of Schrodinger's cat. Is the cat both awake and asleep until the box is opened? Let's place bets and find out. The setup in the gameplay for Schrodinger's Wager is very simple and fast. You simply divide the cards into the various decks. Player decks, cat deck, and box deck. Shuffle the cats, and then lay 3 cats for a 2 or 3 player game, 4 cats for a 4 player game. Afterwards, you shuffle the box cards and place each cat in a box, being careful not to cover any special abilities. Take a quick glance for any special abilities that may affect the game prior to the players drawing their cards. In this one, we have, while in play, players draw a 6-card hand instead of the standard 5. Shuffle each of the player decks and draw the appropriate hand size. After which, the players take turns placing their wager cards until they've resolved all of their hands. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're doing simple random placement. At the end of the round, you'd flip the boxes and any face-down wagers. Soft cat would be asleep unless he has a catnip, which he does not. Soft cat does not score, he's discarded from the round. Fat cat is not asleep on his own unless someone has played a tranquilizer. He has not had a tranquilizer placed on him, so the higher wager will win, which is the blue player. Blue player would win 1 science point for the round. Warm cat has no tranquilizer on him as well, and only a catnip placed on him, which would counteract a tranquilizer otherwise. The highest wager in this case is the blue player again. Blue player will win for this round. You play a number of rounds according to the number of science points required to win for the particular setup. 7 points for a 2-player, 5 points for a 3-player, and 4 points for a 4-player. And that's how you play Schrodinger's Wager. So as you can see, the game plays quickly. It does involve some bluffing and some deduction, but there is a high degree of randomness to it. You have only 4 cards that allow you direct manipulation of the cards in play, the wagers and the cats.
And only 1 card that lets you peek at one of the face-down wager cards or box cards. Only 1 in your deck of 10.
The game's designers have told us that they're working on 18 new cats prior to the Kickstarter campaign. I'm very interested in seeing what those cats bring to the game. I'd love to see some cats that allow you to peek at a face-down card if you bid on them or something like that. Something to entice you to bid on a cat that maybe you don't want to win. I think it would bring an interesting gameplay element.
Because at this point, there's not too much strategy that you can have. Especially if you don't get this card in your hand.
But the game is fun for families, I think. The artwork is very clean and simple. And the theme is very interesting, being the scientific thought experiment. Anybody, I think, who likes Big Bang Theory, where they reference these sorts of things frequently, would probably be interested in the game.
Or anybody who likes Council of Verona.
The interesting mechanic that this game brings is that there are dual purpose cards, where if you play it face up or if you discard it, it plays differently than if you play it face down.
I think that's where a lot of the strategy comes in, deciding whether to play it face up or face down or discard it or whatever. You
may have a hand of 5 cards initially, but you have 10 potential ways of playing those cards. So it's an interesting strategic element to the game. So that's, I think that's basically our opinion of the game. I would recommend it with some reservation. I'm very interested in seeing what those 18 additional cats bring to the game. I'm very curious. I hope we can get a copy of those prior to the Kickstarter.
Yeah, I need to see a little bit more strategy to recommend the game at this point.
But please keep your eye on these guys. They have some very interesting projects that they're working on right now.
They have.
And I think that they're somebody to watch. So that's our review of Schrodinger's Wager, or SchWag. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. Thank you.
Thank you. Just as a disclaimer, I don't usually like bluffing in deduction games, so keep that in mind while watching this review.
Thanks to James O'Connor and David Orcutt for giving us this game and teaching us it at Origins.